So you know about the Israelite? What you know about that, man?
A lot about the Israelites.
Like what? Tell us about it. You know you Israelite? Yeah.
So why you out here selling gas to your people?
Right.
I smoke gas.
Why?
Because I'm an Israelite that smoke gas.
What do it mean to be an Israelite?
To know God,
To know a God?
to know of the truth.
What's the truth?
Our culture. Behind black culture. That's what they say. Black, but not black for real. That's just like a term they give us to strip us of culture.
So you know something. You be watching videos.
I told the man, I'm from New York. You know what I'm saying?
So they ain't tell you stop to put the gas down?
Why everybody say that?
They did.
You ain't never heard me say that, right?
So why you ain't put the gas down?
Oh, nah, see, I ain't perfect. I smoke, though. I may not shoot a nigga, but I'm a smoker.
He said I
Man,
may
I
not shoot a nigga, but I'm a smoker.
Yo, you see how you compare shooting a nigga to smoking weed?
No sense. Like,
How's that comparison, bro?
we got it all says the same, ain't it? Like,
No.
What
Some
I'm
smoking
saying you're supposed to get put to death for. Like the reason niggas getting monkeypox now.
oh, I already know what that's about.
What's that about?
And they guys know what they doing. They not supposed to be doing that.
What they not
What they're not supposed to be doing?
They're not supposed to be sleeping with men, bro.
Yeah.
Men, and men is not pro-life, bro.
Okay.
Without life, we would be dead. And that's why motherfuckers dying. Bro.
So would you say that these diseases is like a punishment from the Most High?
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
It's already was shit happening from that shit, but now it's just, it's gonna keep happening. So,
Yeah.
never nothing good came from that shit.
So then my question is, what's to stop you from being the next person to get it? If you doing kind of the same stuff.
I see you straight. But I pray though, like I pray. So I'll be.
How you know that the niggas that you be smoking gas with ain't dealing like that? And you smoking the same blunt.
I don't smoke.
Now you got monkeypox on your lips.
Nah, I don't smoke no gas with no men. I be with my woman.
How you know them women that you be smoking gas with don't deal with niggas that be down low like that? And now you smoking, smoking a blunt with women that got monkeypox.
Yo, that's a shame, bro. Niggas down low.
And tell me, you think that's the only so-called sin that will cause a disease? Like, Hope, you think that only happened just because of gay shit?
No, hell no. Shit, he fucked that person. Like, you know what you're doing. People know what they're doing. Like, you could justify as much as you want. Like, oh, I do this, but it ain't that. I mean, you're doing what you're doing. Like, you might as well live in your truth.
So, do you think that God basically set rules down for saying, now listen, for these plagues that are upon this place, if you do this, then you won't have to deal with those plagues, or you think it's just a free-for-all?
Shit, the Bible would say, you know what I'm saying, certain rules you gotta follow in this world and stuff. I mean, we all breaking the rules, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the rules, like, I know you can't have tattoos, you can't smoke and stuff, but like, fornicate and stuff.
So look, I'm gonna read this for you, because like you said, like it's like rules to it, right?
God, it's Exodus 15:26. And said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God.
So stop right there. So what does it mean to do something diligently? What does diligently mean? Do you know? If not, it's all good. So basically, when you're diligent something, you have tenacity. You're working hard towards something, and like you studying for your finals, or like you trying to work out. If it's something that you really, really want it, you're gonna go hard in it, right? That's basically, to be diligent is to go hard. Same thing, right? So it says, if you will diligently, go ahead.
Hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God.
So to hearken means to listen. So not just like hear it, but like actually I'm finna listen and I'm gonna go and do it. You know what I mean? So if you will listen to what the Most High say, and then actually go hard and do it and follow those rules that we gonna bust down to you, then what?
And will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments.
So you see, right? So not only are you giving ear to the commandments, because those are the rules, are the commandments, but you're doing right. So you're doing that. You're not just hearing like one ear out the other, but you actually walking the walk. Keep going.
And keep all his statutes. I will put none of these diseases upon thee.
You hear that part? See, you missed that part. So it's hard. So start from the top.
And verse 26, and said, if thou will diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians, for I am the Lord that healeth thee.
So you see right there, so that in that instance, the Most High told the children of Israel and Egypt, that America is spiritual Egypt and Sodom, and said, listen, if you listen to these commandments and actually go as hard as you can in doing them and try to follow those rules, you're not going to suffer the same plagues as the people who aren't doing it, who the plagues are for. You know what I mean? So that same thing is we see that today. Now, granted, you can get sick here and there, but 9 times out of 10, the Most High going to save you from actually dying or being supremely afflicted if you actually trying to listen to him. And like,
I was gonna say, get Deuteronomy 28, 59 and 60.
yep. And the water. And so remember how you said, so it's rules in here. Do you know any? So look, those rules are called like commandments. All right. So like, think about it. Or you hear like the will of God, the Most High, he's commanding you to do something because that's his will. That's what he wants. Just like a parent. If I want you to take the trash out, I'm going to say, hey, you need to take trash out. Same idea, right? So, go ahead. You got that?
Yeah. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 59. Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed even great plagues, and of long countenance, and sore weakness, and sore sicknesses, and of long countenance. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou wast afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee.
Yo, deal with the first part first, of long continence. Y'all know what that's saying there? Yo, I don't know if you deal with your family have you ever heard somebody saying you got a history of heart disease? You got a history of diabetes? Yo, that stuff be going in our family bloodline, our family tree. So it'd be like your grandfather had it, your grandmom had this, and then you gonna get some kind of one or the other or something. There's a good chance that you're gonna get something that came from your peoples.
Right.
Those are curses on us.
Right.
You know, so we predisposed to these things.
Yeah.
High blood pressure.
Yeah, they're not to say they run in our family.
Yeah.
You know, partly because we eat terrible food, and so that happens, and that's why. Or a joke that people say, no, high blood pressure don't run in your family. Nobody runs in your family, and that's why y'all got.
That's why you got high blood pressure. That's stuff.
So your child eat meat and stuff?
No. We definitely eat meat, but somebody give me a Leviticus. Man, okay, but not everything is for consumption. Right. Every animal got a purpose on the earth, and not all of them have the same purpose. So I'm gonna give you that same example. If you think of like porcelain, is the same thing, is a type of material that they make toilets out of, right? What's the difference between a bowl you eat out of and the toilet? It's the same thing, really. It's a porcelain bowl, but one is designed for waste and one is designed for consumption. So same thing, not every animal is designed for that. So we're going to give you like the animals that the Most High said, listen, these are designed to be eaten. These I don't want you to eat because they're not designed for that. Right.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine.
What's the swine? Right.
Though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
So you see right there, so the pig, so a couple of stipulations of what's permissible to eat. They have to be cloven footed. That means they have to have like almost like nails. Yeah, but no, that's divide the hoof and be cloven footed. So they have to divide the hoof and be cloven footed, almost have like a nail type of hoof, right? But he cheweth not the cud. So to chew the cud is like a cow. They eat the grass, they take it in, they regurgitate it because they have multiple stomachs. It's a cleaning mechanism for them to filter out the diseases. And the pig, he don't do that.
See, cows do that. You know what I'm saying? You got deer, they do that.
Right.
A lot of other animals that we consume do that.
Right. And you know, it's interesting. You know why people love pork so much? Why they say it's so tasty? Because they do not excrete the toxins from their bodies. They don't sweat. So everything that they eat, like it's almost impossible to poison a pig. Everything that they eat.
Saying when you're a pig, you a shit.
Yeah. You know, like, quiet as kept. People like, if you got a snake problem, You put a pig in there, it's gonna kill all the snakes. A pig, you can take a king cobra, it's not gonna kill no pig if it bites it. People get rid of dead bodies from pig, knock out the teeth, bone pig, eat out the whole body. You know, people do that, and that all that stuff that they eat, it don't sweat it out. Just like we sweat and get toxins from our body, right? It's all in that meat, and they don't chew the cud. They don't go through that process to filter out their food. So that's why it's dirty, it's unclean. Stuff like that, eating stuff like that, is why we got these genetic diseases and why we have a low life expectancy.
Hey, yo, peep this, right? The Christ, we call him Yahweh Shai, or what the world calls Jesus. He was dealing with a man filled with evil spirits, and the evil spirit says, "Don't do nothing to us. Allow us to go into a pig."
Oh, no.
Why do they say allow the evil spirits to go into the pig?
Because they're comfortable. It's defiled temple.
It's already a defiled animal, and it's hard to kill.
Yeah.
It's hard to kill. Like, they can survive in a pig.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's already defiled. They be comfortable in defilement and filth.
Yeah.
And you want to eat that.
I don't eat pork like that.
You eat that shrimp, though.
I eat shrimp.
I know.
Now think about this. If I find me a roach over there, you gonna eat it?
Hell no.
What? It's nasty.
Y'all put some butter on it, yo?
No, yeah.
Probably busting.
Yeah, it's gonna have that truffle, all that shit that you like, right? No. What if so you from New York, so I know if I find a rat, you'll definitely eat one of the rats, right?
Hell no.
No, right? So why would you eat a lobster and a shrimp? That's the same. That's the same thing, but for the sea.
Like a rat?
Yes, bro.
Like a
Bro. Okay, so
Shrimp is like a roach.
So let me explain something.
sea roach.
Okay, the function of the roach and why they're so successful is because they feed on all the nasty stuff that's on the ground, all the leftover food
No one else eats.
that no one else, all the trash. They clean. They're part of the cleanup crew. The Most High created them to clean up a lot of the stuff, or else we'd have a lot more decay, flies, all that other stuff, right? The same thing. That's what the shrimp do.
Yeah.
If you ever have a fish tank or seen a fish tank, because I have fish, you get shrimp, they're gonna eat up everything that's dead, same way roaches do. They're gonna eat up if it's shit here, they're gonna take all the old nutrients that's from the excrement. They basically all the undesirable stuff. That's what they gonna do. Yeah, bro. Like
What about crab?
the same thing.
Spider.
The same thing, bro.
Yeah, it's like a spider.
Put it like this. Put it like this. If you don't believe me, go to any old, go to PetSmart, anywhere, go buy your $20
Probably
can.
to YouTube, Google it.
Yeah, go get you. They said crab and shrimp in there. Put something dead in there. Put a dead fish that's in there, and put it there. I bet you won't even last overnight. They're gonna eat they eat everything that decays. The only thing gonna be left is the bone. That's what they meant to do, and you consuming all of that. And think about that. It's
Your phone is dead, bro.
See that?
Say I do lobster and shrimp and crab.
that shit nasty.
About fish or fish value.
Certain fish. Now think about this.
Salmon is good.
Yeah, so
Salmon is busting.
fish has to have
Nah.
it has to have the fins and the scales. Same thing with catfish.
We're going to read it.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 10, or verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters,
They look alike.
in the sea, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Did you hear that?
The scale.
No, read it again.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
So look, everything that's in the water, all the living creatures that's in the water,
Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters.
so it has to have fins and scales. So think about it. You can't eat a shark. A shark got fins but ain't got no scales. Catfish, most catfish don't got scales.
Yeah.
But same thing, catfish can eat anything.
Yeah.
What? You fish like you could fish with a sponge. You can put a sponge, put vinegar, put any nasty thing in a sponge. You put like that, you can fish with it because the catfish eat anything. So it's a
How you doing,
cleanup
sis?
food. Don't want to.
Got a minute? Got a minute? Come talk to us. You alright? You safe with us?
You ain't got nothing else to do.
That's
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, people had a chance. This brother stopped, and so thank the Most High for you. So
Yeah.
this, he
I
said,
like learning about God and stuff.
man, it's a perfect place to do. Perfect place to be.
Especially in this world we live in now, it's like, why not?
Man, you need to know
A lot
about
of shit
God.
old.
Yeah. So look. So think about this. If you wouldn't eat the cleanup crew on Earth because you see what it do, why would you pay to eat the cleanup crew in the ocean?
Right.
That's why the ocean's so dirty.
They tell you it's a
They,
delicacy.
right, they charge you top dollar for sea roaches, man.
Oh man.
If you go to, let's say, Wendy's, and you just want a regular burger, that'd be like what, $3. But you put bacon, they're gonna charge you an extra $6 for it.
Oh
No
man.
reason. That's unclean.
Right.
You know what's crazy? What's really crazy is
A lot of these unclean foods that you eat, a lot of these like abominations, they actually make it more conducive for you economically. Like in the hood, there's a crab boil on every corner.
Right.
There's-
Don't you eat that shit?
Yo, look, bro. There's a store that can accommodate any crustacean you want to eat.
And they love it. Moab, they love it.
But Whole Foods market, farm raised food, the stuff you're supposed to eat, they don't put that in your neighborhood. They put liquor store in there. They charge you $20
Hey,
for
what's
a
going on,
salad.
sis? Got a minute? You good? All right.
liquor store and a Christian church on the same
Right,
block.
yeah,
Right.
right.
And
Same
I'm
block.
gonna be honest. It's you know what eugenics is? All right, it's basically a movement, an idea that there's an ethnic hierarchy, which there is, but anyway, there's an ethnic hierarchy, and basically then there's a need for ethnic cleansing, basically to get rid of a certain races that are considered undesirable. So there are, huh?
That's what they want you to listen to. You just want to get drunk.
Yeah. So there are policies and things that are put in place to kind of get rid of certain people. So that's why they put that.
Need to get policies for this right here.
Yeah. That's why they put that Planned Parenthood and all this stuff in our neighborhood. But in the other neighborhoods, they don't got that.
In the Planned Parenthood in his neighborhood.
They got the whole food.
And yo, and if there's a genetic
Hey,
hierarchy, genetically,
Shalom.
these are the most inferior people on the planet Earth.
Right.
Most inferior
Remember
creatures.
DTA Twan in the
No
building.
environment that was created for them to live in. Yo, if you go to fucking Antarctica, you're gonna find brown people.
Watch them F-bombs.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sly. You go to Antarctica, you're gonna find brown people, right? These people can't live anywhere unless they terraform wherever they live. They have to make it conducive for their life. They have to make it like the clefts of the rock. That's why you see these cities and high rises, everything's dead, it's concrete. That's why they eat dead foods. And they want you to do the same thing because they know that's not conducive for your living.
Show them in Limitations 2.
So what you were saying, like black people rolling shit and like this?
What, bro? Give me that.
Hold on, ask that question again.
So if black people had control, like it wouldn't be concrete buildings and shit, like high rises and stuff.
It wasn't, this is what you're asking. You're asking when black people, or so-called black people, Israelites, when we ruled the earth, was it like the way the so-called white man has it? No.
No, if the righteous
Right?
might be 29.
We didn't, look,
Yeah.
our people knew how to live off the land, do things like that. That's why we had to teach them. Right? Our Native American brothers had to teach them how to grow maize, right? How to grow yams, right? How to farm the land. They didn't know how to do that, right? Because their lifestyle, the way they live, it's not aligned with-
Somebody explain the question he asked again. I didn't
Okay,
get it.
so you want to know, basically, if we were in, hey, how y'all doing?
How you doing, fam? Y'all got a minute?
Look, how do y'all
I got a
think
minute?
the world would be if we were in charge of us as the people? How much better do you think it would be?
That's a good question. Though. I don't
No,
think
right.
shit like that. Like,
Right.
damn.
Hey, no, and you good to think like that, right? Now, as a matter of fact, can you give me Deuteronomy
But we
14
live,
and 2?
we do live
Give me
in
this.
the world
Look,
though, like
yep.
we discriminated on this shit.
You know
Used to
why?
lose our freedom and life and shit.
Yep. So go ahead, give me this. This is an answer to your question.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2.
Yeah.
When the righteous are in authority,
So look, so when the righteous are in authority, because you know we some good righteous people. Yeah, we do some mess up stuff, but we got some good hearts. We the only people that want to invite everybody to our cookout, The moment they act like us, the moment they, ooh, he can sing, he invited to the cookout. Ain't nobody else that invited and loved it. It's just us.
Be nice as hell. It's not by you know it.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. So anyway, so when the righteous people are actually in authority, what happens?
The people rejoice.
The people rejoice. Everyone's gonna rejoice. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because think about it. It's gonna be a lot more. It's gonna be a lot more fun. First off, we the salt of the earth. We put swag on everything. That's why every nation copies us with every single thing, from the food to the hair to the way they act. You know what I mean? Everything is made off of us. Even think about it. The most prestigious institutions. And after the century. So
it's some
even
sodomites coming your way.
They take over our inventions and call it their own. And then this shit, this world that we live in was built on us. They took our stuff, remixed it, and then try to republish it.
Hey, what's going on, brothers? How y'all doing?
I got a question for y'all. So just answer as you want. So how much different / better do you think the world would be if we were actually in charge?
We as in our people.
I don't know y'all. No, the black people as a collective.
I think it would still be fucked up.
Exponentially. I think it would be better.
Human beings.
Okay.
Whoever's in charge is not going to be
I know one thing, yo. You're not going. If we in charge, yo, hold on.
Yeah.
If we in charge, you're not gonna be able to wear that kind of outfit.
That's right.
That little outfit, you can't wear that.
Finish his verse out and you can load that.
I'm gonna restart. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29:2.
Listen.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Right.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Which one's it?
So think about it. Think about it. If you take a pulse of how people feeling, people not too happy in this country, or even around the world, right? Right? Everybody. Why? Because the wicked is in charge of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Unfair is a bitch.
Or even so I know in our environment is the U.S. and obviously we know what's going on. But think about it. We got it the best of the best. Technically, you go to almost any other country, it's even worse. Now, who's running the world right now? Right. So that in itself, would it be like that for us? Absolutely not. If we were in charge, the earth would be in a great place. You know why? Because unlike the other people who put entertainers up as our leaders, we would have righteous leaders.
Right.
We have people that care about our people who wanna love one another,
Right.
who would care about the homeless, who would care about all of the social issues that seem to just be forgotten about.
Finish?
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Read that.
It's the book of Romans chapter 7 and verse 18.
Romans 8:18.
Oh, Salaki. Romans chapter 8 and verse 18. And it reads, For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation...
It's down to 23, but you break it down.
All right, so start that again.
For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
So you see right there, listen, what we dealing with now, this wickedness, the way we got to walk down and see our people are effeminate, see our people homeless,
Right.
struggling, all of that, it's not even worthy to be compared to what it's going to be like when we are in our magnificence.
Right.
I'm going to tell you this. You heard of Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? All right. We were booming so well right after slavery, even given that small little time, that they had to destroy it.
I heard they burnt the whole shit.
They had to burn the whole thing. And that ain't the only one.
Right.
That ain't the only
They
one.
did the same thing in New York City.
Okay,
Yep,
so
there you
Central
go.
Park.
Central
Park was
Lanier.
Seneca Village,
Yeah,
right?
Lake Lanier.
Lake Lanier out here in Georgia.
It used to not be a
Burned
lake.
a lot of shit down. Like,
Yeah.
I heard that whole lake. I heard that whole lake was the whole time.
Yeah, you know why?
Yo,
Because we was booming.
Hey, peep it, right? They had a whole. They call it. It's like a 2-3 year period. They call it a red summer.
Yeah.
From Tulsa, Oklahoma to D.C. to Virginia to New York,
Rosewood.
Florida, nothing but
Was
bloodshed.
they fighting back though?
Yeah, they was fighting back.
I mean, how much can you fight back from somebody dropping bombs on your town?
From airplanes. Yeah, and you barely
By
got
the US government.
38 or something small.
So you got it right. That's bad firepower.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
So look, so what we see today ain't even comparable to what we like if we had time to be in our rulership of what's coming. It's not even comparable, right?
For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of God.
Even the creatures is waiting on us to manifest as the sons of God.
Uh-huh.
So,
yeah,
the
so-
whole creation.
That's right.
Trees the air, the damn squirrels, they waiting for us to get back in pound.
That's why they be attacking their ass now. They be like animals attacking their ass. Maybe
How y'all doing, family?
And not only that, look at.
I'm gonna wait till the fire comes up.
How are we gonna be a rulership allowing this right here to happen? That gotta be destroyed. That whole ideology gotta be destroyed, man.
No, I just wanted to make a quick point. How the Adewanium said about the animals. Even the animals are waiting for us to get back in authority, right? I don't know if y'all saw on the news a while back, an elephant out in India killed this old woman, right? And went back to her grave site and stumped on her grave.
Wow.
Right?
Wow. That's crazy.
They're conscious of what's going on with them.
Right.
Yo, I seen them messing with a bear. You seen the bear attack on the Edomite?
I seen that videos.
You seen that joint, right?
Yeah, but it's like shit. It's like animals. I don't never really see black people getting attacked by animals. Unless it's like some goofy ass dog in the hood. They right.
Yo, you see Edomites in church praising the snake.
Right.
You seen that? Dancing with the snake.
Bit his ass, he passed out.
He died, I think. I think he died.
Yeah, but think about that. You know why? Because the folks that we're talking about, and we do know who those people are.
Right.
They have no regard for anybody or anything on this earth. They take.
That's all they do.
You know what I mean? They completely
fuck shit up. That's all they
break
do.
the land or break the land of all its resources. You know, and destroy this place and now make it very difficult to live in. The same thing they do to us.
Hey, Salak, you gotta think about it, right? The animals can't even be in their own natural habitat.
You can't either, shit.
They can't eat the food that they naturally eat.
Get arrested and be on probation for
4 years.
Hey, that's facts.
Same thing.
real like that.
They hunt us the same way they hunt these animals.
Exactly.
Shit be real like that. Yeah. Walk out your crib for goddamn on probation. They talking about you got 10 years on your life.